Hello. So I had to put my laptop on, take this video, but I'm going to be real with you and about the spiritual journey and spiritual awakening. It is friggin' tough shit. And are you one of those people who just has always had a knowing? Like, you just knew stuff and you didn't know how to explain it to anybody. You knew when something was going to happen. You just knew something was wrong. But you couldn't explain it. And you couldn't convince people because you didn't have any tangible friggin' evidence, right? But everything's energy. You can't explain to somebody, this is going to happen. Or this is what's happening to you. Because we're energy. Because they're going to be like, yeah, okay. So, that being said, I wish that I could shut off my knowing sometimes. If I had known that my knowing was truth before my spiritual journey and awareness and a lot of deep inner healing work, I probably would have thought second or twice, whatever. And I say this because when you have done a lot of work on yourselves and you understand now the energies within you, how they work, the energies around you, how they work, and you're able to really tap into those tools that God, Creator, Source has given you and your higher self, which has always been you, right? When you learn to tap into those, that knowing just kind of floods in. And it floods in ways that could be a seeing, a sensing, a feeling, hearing it, tasting it, whatever. So when I do aura scans, I can look at your meridians, your chakras, your organs, your muscles. I can look at where there's energy blocks, energy intrusions. I can go into an organ, like let's say you're having digestive issues. I can go into the spirit of your digestive system and find out where I'm supposed to go. Am I supposed to go up and, go up into your pancreas and then up, all the way to your throat? Or am I supposed to go down, all the way, to your large intestines and bowels and all that? And talk to the spirit up in there and get you guidance and healing. Sounds crazy, I know. But when I do scans on people, they're intense because they give people a lot of knowledge that they intuitively already knew about themselves, or they're like, I do a lot of that, and Spirit's telling me not. How the hell did she know that? So, I started off doing aura scans on people blindly. Didn't even know their name. I asked people, like, oh, can I practice on you? Or give me someone to practice on. I just need their permission. Don't need to know their age. Don't need to see their face. Don't have to meet them, right? I did this so that I can displace attachment. I can displace the outcome and the expectation that I would hold on myself as being a human in being correct. So that when I do it on my loved ones or family that I physically see, I know that it's straightly coming from Spirit. Now, the issue with that is doing that has made me so much more in tune with my empathic abilities that I can physically feel in my body disease, pain, depression, your emotional baggage. I can also see maybe who you're having tension with, and that's kind of sitting in your body. I can look at you if you ask me a health concern and you give me a symptom. I will literally just know what it is, and that's really hard because when loved ones ask me something, it's like, okay, is my human side like saying this, seeing this, feeling this, or is this my intuitive side? Or am I putting up like a block because I don't really want to know that my loved one has that shit going on in them? Because then I would have to be the one, or how would I be the one to relay that in a compassionate way? Luckily, being a nurse, I know how to therapeutically speak to people. I know that just touch can heal. I know that the way you say things have a huge effect on the next coming steps with the information that was delivered. So, how do I deliver to my loved ones when I know, feel, hear, sense what's wrong with them without worrying now about them and without putting that fear in them? Because if you tell somebody, let's say, oh my God, I see a blood clot. There's a blood clot right there. Obviously, don't say it like that. Be like, oh, so I see an energy block in this area. Are you having pain when you like move, like dorsiflex your foot? Like you're stepping on a gas pedal? Yes, I do. Okay, well, I see that you have a blood clot this big here. Whatever. Just an example. Now, there's going to be part of them that's going to want to believe I'm wrong. There's going to be their higher self part of them that's like, she's right, and you know she's right. What are you going to do about it? And there's going to be this conflict back and forth. And then there's going to be also fear and worry around that. So, delivering information to loved ones, you need to have serious boundaries. And I usually don't like to do work with my family unless my spirit guides give me the A-OK, which they usually do, because they know that I can displace myself. But the hardest part is to send them love, send them the elements, send them the colors, send them the energy of healing, rather than being like, oh my God, holy shit. Because my nursing analytical brain comes in and was like, oh my God, this can lead to this can lead to this, holy shit. Because then that sends them an energy wave of worry. And then that energy wave of worry, whether the other person is like aware of it or not, that sends an energy wave into their physical body. And it can cause, in turn, more fear within them without them realizing it. So, when you are going into your spiritual awareness, awakening, and you really want to understand, how do I just know things? I'm seeing things, I'm sensing things. Like, what is it? You really gotta work on yourself and how it feels in your body to properly deliver things to other people, and then to not hold on to that. Because if you are sending worry out, it can put that worry in your body. It traps something in your body. It traps something in their body. That's not good for anyone, right? We need to heal. So, just be aware of when you're speaking to someone, how you're delivering the messages. Would you want to be delivered that? And the biggest thing is, when people come back to you after you do a scan the first time, or you tell them what's wrong, because what's the spirit giving you, and they don't listen, they're like, yeah, that's pari pa, whatever pari pa means, right? But then they come back again, and the scan shows the same shit, but worse. It's like nothing's changed. It's gotten worse. Like, here, like, look at it. How do you like, hello? Like, when are you gonna wake up? You know? But you can't have that element in your delivery, nor you can have that mindset. So when people I love ask me things, or people just ask me things right off the bat because they want like a quick reading. One, if I don't know you, you can pay for a session. Two, if I know you and I love you, I'll talk to my guides and see what's up. I'm not going to answer right then because I already have a knowing, but I have to consult with my guides to see how I can deliver to you in the most compassionate way and in a way to make you kind of make it click this time that you really shouldn't be doing this. You really shouldn't be taking this thing and that's in this green box with this writing. And you really should go see this doctor. You really need to do these breathing exercises. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just really hard to know things. And it's also a beautiful thing to know things because you can help people. You can empower other people to help themselves, but you need to not get wrapped up in it. You cannot, what you see and what you feel and what you sense in other people, you cannot try and be all God, mighty Savior, even though God lives within you. You cannot, I'm going to cure you. Like, no. You have to give people tools to help them heal themselves and send them the support and energy to heal themselves and to give them that safe space to come to you to help themselves. When loved ones come to me and they say they want answers, I'll be like, sure, I'll give you the answers, but you got to do the work. Like, just because I tell you doesn't mean it's going to reverse the shit that's happening. You have to understand what's happening, which I will gladly explain to you how it's happening. And then you gotta want to actually do the work to release whatever's causing that trauma, whatever's causing that issue in your body. And that can be hard for people. And just like the spiritual awakening is hard for people. No one wants to know their own dirt. No one wants to know their own hidden shit and traumas. And particularly, no one wants their own family member, who's usually younger than them, who communicates with spirit, to tell them what's wrong with them, even if they ask. Well, I only tell people when they ask. I don't just go around preaching. It's very invasive and not okay. I forgot where I was going with that. I forgot. Oh, they have to want to do the work. They have to get over the fact that 1, you're maybe a family member or a loved one. 2, you might be younger than them. 3, you're more intuitive than them. 4, you have a healthcare background. If you do or you don't, doesn't matter, because you probably had a past life that was one. But 5, you talk to spirit and you understand energy. And 6, you are willing to provide that safe space for them that a lot of people probably don't provide, because you go to the doctors and they're like, oh, your blood pressure's fine. You're fine. If you tell somebody their blood pressure's fine and their blood pressure's 185/90, that's not fine. But the person doesn't know if they're not in healthcare or has no awareness or doesn't want to believe that their blood pressure is that high and maybe there's a problem. Because maybe they've had someone in their life who they've known that had a blood pressure high and it had a bad outcome. So, when you're going on your spiritual journey and you're working on your inner healing, and then you want to take that inner healing and you're like, I am ready to serve people, I am ready to help people, just be aware of setting boundaries, being aware of not holding on to the outcome expectation, and to deliver things compassionately and say, and have the willpower to say, I'm sorry, I would love to help you with that, but I can't, I'm too close to you. Or say, I need to go talk to my guides, I can't give you information right now, but I can teach you like this breathing exercise, because you know that maybe something with that breathing exercise is going to help maybe reset or just calm down the nervous system for a little bit, because they're coming to you because they're scared and they know that there's something wrong with them, right? It's a matter of, how do I tell them what's wrong with them? How do I provide that safe space to tell them what's wrong with them? And when you just know, sense, feel, hear everything, you need to know when to shut it off and when you can turn it on. You need to know how to not let it affect you. And that is super, super, super important. Setting boundaries in a compassionate way while you ride the tension of energy. Because, man, when your loved ones come to you and you can see your friends hurting and you know how to help them and spirit's telling you how to help them, but they're not ready to help themselves, you just gotta sit back and hold that space and give them what their soul is ready to receive. And the only way to know what their soul's ready to receive is by doing your own inner healing shit, doing your own trauma work, releasing pain, feeling sensations in your body, reflection, energy healing with yourself, and just being completely true to yourself. Because no one else's opinion friggin' matters at the end of the day besides your own that you have for yourself. Period. And that's why I'm also very particular about who does any energy work with me or does readings on me or with me for other people. Because I get an A-OK from my guides. So I don't want someone trying to trying to just give people information without actually having that compassionate therapeutic aspect, because they understand the pain and the unwilling to see and the reasoning behind that, and then providing them with a safe space to release that when they're ready. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. Anyways, I love you. Set up boundaries, even if you're not on your spiritual journey, but I hope you are if you're watching this. But I love you. I'm sending you all of the angels, the Elohim, the Ascended Masters, and my guides. I'm sending trifold flame of God, spirit element of fire, water, earth, air, ether, kuna saya. Love you. Have a great weekend. Bye.